saw this body here when they were expanding this bit, and the digger driver, he was getting patted in the back. He'd obviously just been sick, and the police are patting him in the back. You kind of try and see, oh, you'll be alright, you'll be alright. And later on, I read the newspaper, they'd actually found a body from the Battle of Boswell Bridge back there, and it had been lying in the mud here before they built this bit here. Been lying in the mud for 800 years. Those poor guys, they get captured. I think it was Cromwell's forces, English Civil War spilled out any battles here at the Battle of Boswell Bridge. I don't know, I'll need to look it up. And they took them and transported them to India, to Jamaica. East India Company and sugar companies over there, and they used them as indentured labour, basically slaves. They're stuck there for 800 years, Scottish people. And they were the first slaves to do the sugar. People that would get captured in this battle. This is us in 5th gear going up the Box Brae. It's just walking up it. Look at that. Nothing, like it's nothing. Your lorries are struggling. But that's what 400 pounds of torque does. Actually really nice, but there's a lot of unused land here. I wonder what's going to happen with this bit. You know, you always think that, no, maybe they'll build a factory and bring in some work, or get a bit of 6th gear now, on my way. Wells Hill School there with the glass, that's going to be fun sitting in that summer in maths class, getting your retinas burnt out. Heading up Belsey Hill, and what we've got to be careful here is a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit here coming up, and they sit and wait behind the bushes, so we'll need to drop down, watch what we're doing here. Everybody's coming out of this junction, it slows down to a 40. We're actually going to take the Edinburgh road, which is a twisting, strange road, like a big corkscrew. It's almost like the one going over the Forth Road Bridge. Massive camber angles, really scary in a lorry. Nice bit of driving in there, just pushing your way in. We're slowing down. No need to belay your way in, plenty of time. So there's your 40 bit. I'll just come in here. Everybody's oh, get the boot in a 40. That's giant clever because the ball is sitting there in the bushes. So. Just trickle down here. The reason it's a 40 is because of that really bad bend. This is the last road you can ride with a motorcycle. We're now on to motorway class roads. You can tell that because it's blue. You see the signs are blue. It's motorway. I could have done that journey fully on my motorbike, even though it's on a learner badge. Here we have the mad corkscrew coming up. Gets the lorries, they get the boot down, and then they get halfway through it, and then they go, oh, my kidneys are rubbing off my ribs. I don't go in hard here because I know there's another load of possibilities for crazies. Look at that curtain side, and I drove one of them all the way down to Nottingham one time. Oh god, what a disaster. 45 mile an hour all the way. Torture. Non-turbo. Says we're out. Remember one time I was driving down here in a Morris Minor and I actually get pushed nearly into the wall by this coach that decided he was going to go to Eurocentral into the Dakota Hotel, and he'd forgotten that was where he was going. He nearly pushed me right off the road. He couldn't see me. So I'm always a bit cagey about being in that lane, that inside lane. This one here takes you to Edinburgh. All the insiders are for locals. Everybody's kind of sitting in line now. In a couple of feet you'll see the road change. See that, the dots for the local. Everybody will start flying by and slamming on the brakes and try to get in to go local, or they'll miss their turn. All you got to do is just smoothly just transition in. And of course it's all about them. I fear missing that hi-fi. Normally would have been into a bit of Blackfoot by now. Highway song or something. This is us leaving Newhouse. Get the old Chunghwa television factory we've just passed. At the back of that was. And this is the new underpass. Takes you into Newhouse. This is the old MA. Just to batter along this. It's a lot more open then when we're going to Burn Island. My old work on the right. And we moved into the hill higher. That's the gas board they've got it, that owns the AA are using it for double decker car transporters. I think we were there 12 years as rider. Don't miss it. And we're up to 26 miles to the gallon now. Not really for passing this curtain sider. He's done his best winding up, try and get a bit of speed up with that big curtain body and his tiny wee engine. We've got a lot of stops coming up anyway as we head towards Shotts. There's that radio transmitter in the distance there. That was what used to serve Glasgow with a television. Hart Hill television transmitter. They used to come up like banner on the television set. Hart Hill transmitters out, retune your set. That's right, you come in. Might have wanted that gap for my drum brakes. Maintenance guy is going to come out, see if all the brake lights come on, if it does it smoothly. making progress now. No abnormal loads. What about the abnormal people that use the motorway? Brian, what's he doing? Is he going to try and pass this curtain side, or is just trying his best to keep it going? This is where the motorway jams up, because you find there's very little difference between that lorry and that curtain side in terms of speed, miles an hour. All he's done is jam up the motorway there. Pointless. Which is why I didn't overtake him all, because I knew some lorry would pull out. The road will open up later. It's just a basically you sit and chill and just let it all happen. Relax. This is what the instructor wanted. He wanted a commentary drive all the way to Edinburgh. I'm going to have to cut this into bits, because it's something that's pretty ordinary. ST Fiesta sanitary towel. According to this, we've been 12 minutes on the road since we got through Bothwell. Van's coming up pretty hard, so I'll leave it. Oh, stupid lorries try past now. I'll come out and get rid of them all. I'm fed up with this. I'm fed up with this. Nice wee Mito. Fiat Punto's arrived. Nice wee cars. Off that. This lorry's desperate to try and pass that skip lorry. What is the point? The skip lorry's going to be faster, it's not carrying any weight. Opening up, it's getting to be a nicer drive now. Got the windmills there, the shots. Wonder how much electricity they're providing. It's a pity you don't get free electricity when you live near those things, isn't it? That would make life worthwhile for some folk living out in the country. $28 to the gallon. services. I was terrified of that bridge. We used to have to meet up with the Edinburgh lot. We were changing a truck over, and I was not a happy bunny because I didn't like walking across that bridge because I'm frightened of heights. And that bridge was okay when it was just solid materials. They put that glass in, and it feels like my stomach is getting pulled inside out. Aye, not a good thing. So I ended up meeting in Shots. There's a road that comes in for Edinburgh, a road that comes in for Glasgow. We meet there, change over the lorries there. This was just to save an hour. What's the point? Better when it was one up, one down. Batter to Edinburgh, say hello, get a cup of tea, get a push, and then back home again. This is the old test route I used to use for when we used to get the wheel nuts tightened in the lorries. Used to come all the way out here and try and get 50 kilometres in, up to Heartlands. On the right is the Teletubbies horn for the Teletubbies. Probably won't be able to see that, might see it on the way back. An enjoyable road, it's just lorries. When you go in the winter time, you just get blown all over the road with lorries. The Mach 1 Mustang, it's just a king size pain because it feels really unstable when the wind's blowing. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put another peg on the rear suspension and then probably do away with the air shocks. Go back to standard shocks again, I don't know. This is as straight as a die. I would say it drives like a Sierra, except Sierra's moving the wind and this doesn't it. We've solved some of those problems the Sierra had with the side winds. Oh, that's right, I was to fit wiper blades. I've got new wiper blades now, so I forgot to fit them. This is the loadings now. Bathgate no more. the pyramids soon. Electric cars just passed me. There you go in that cold snap. I wonder what that's doing sitting there like that. The road's opened up, there's nobody here, all away. Always worthwhile for your electricness. Are you struggling with a hill now with your electricness? Ooh, better get some more PP3 batteries. To the gallon now. I need to get some petrol on the way back. I think I'll go and get it in that Shell. Can't even remember what side the tank's on in this. Whistle, I think that was a division of another big parcel company. I'm wondering if it was TNT. I'm sure that was a spin-off of TNT. When you ask for your parcel, they tell you you're going to Whistle. Stunning day. Well, it's opening up again, so I think we'll take a wee squeeze past Livingston. What's going on here? Is it maybe just that's on the slab, alright. We'll have to head off towards Newbridge, and what I like to do is I like to double back through Scanney, past the Tesla electric cars, up the hill through the villages. And that's my route when I go to see my Mustang. We're not far away now. I think we'll be there. I think we'll be looking at orange Mustangs in about 10 minutes. Is this guy coming out? No. Okay, I'll let you out, son. There you go. time I was ever in Livingston, I bought tickets for the 13th note in Glasgow to go and see the Cult in Livingston. And I bought an extra ticket for the coach because I worked out that the parking there was going to be too much. And it was alright gig, but I was a bit disappointed. It was only 23 minutes. And we went to see Jesus and Mary Chain. That was always the danger, and a lot of folk were frightened to go and see the Jesus and Mary Chain in the bars because of the 1985 incident when they were only on for 23 minutes. And we met a couple and they'd heard that it was a great gig, and we were there and really glad we enjoyed it. It'll probably be the last time Jesus and Mary Chain plays, because it's getting so expensive now. The bands aren't getting the money from the royalties for selling the records anymore. The whole business model's just collapsed. It's such a shame. When I was young, all my friends wanted to be rock stars, they wanted to be in bands, and it was a way into a more interesting life. And some of them became scaffolders and electricians and get involved with the roadside and driving lorries. It's a shame, really. The whole industry's gone. But at least we've got the physical product from that period. From the 1960s to the 1990s, 30 years of rock and roll and hard rock. Good time growing up. Golden years. There's old Bing. I wonder if Bing Crosby knew that's his name was the Bing, which is leftover material for a coal mine. I suppose it's better being called Slag at Crosby. Here's the old viaduct. That was the first thing you saw and you knew you were coming into Edinburgh. You knew that was the worst of the journey over, because that was you were nearly in Edinburgh and you went to pick up signs for the airport. And that's you. It used to be Marshall's Chunky Chickens was the first thing you saw. I remember out my Sierra we were taking a fridge, a new fridge to the Burnt Island flat, me and Gary Bailey and Alistair. We got a puncture in the old White Red Sierra and we had to pull into let Marshall's Chunky Chickens over, spill car part and unhook the trailer and take it thing out the back of the car, change the wheel, go back on the road again. Happy times. The stress of a puncture towing a trailer. Welcome to Edinburgh, the inspiring capital of Yee. This is us, 3, 2, 1, Dusty Bin, turn off here. .6 miles to the gallon. I've done better. Merging into the main road out of Edinburgh Gyle. This was all quarries and all that years ago when I used to take this journey. I used to go local with the lorries and into the customers through Sight Hill. It was a confusing road coming back. It was alright going. Town, they put this crazy speed camera underneath a bridge. They built a tunnel to go underneath the road, which was a great thing. Made a lot of difference for your journey to Fife. This is us now, we're in the zone. There's my old work there. McNichol vehicle hire now, it used to be Ryder trucks. Tricky wee junction this. I think I used to navigate this every day trying to get out of here. What was that noise? This is college students learning. And this is a spade. And this is a hole. That powder tankers carrying. It's a specially designed tanker that's for powder, so it could be flour or it could be salt or any kind of bulk powder. And it's specially baffled inside to stop it turning over and roundabouts. Used to see these coming into the bakery, they're put in with a load of flour. They're explosive as well if the powder's too fine. It was good money, but the hours involved in that just didn't fancy it. You'd end up on the road all the time. You'd end up doing a bakery in England, stuck down there. That thing's having my cars. So there's a learner driver, God knows you left at the wrong time. No future in transport now until they sort the money. Menzies used to go in there and give them motors all the time. Here, this is screen wash coming out the sides, or is this his AdBlue having a wee purge? There was a car show in that climbing event area a couple of weeks ago. Right, where's this bulk container going now? The guy up Mars probably has not got a clue what's going on with this lorry. cyclist. That's dangerous, that. No why anybody would want to put themselves through that. People can't see you in the oncoming sun. I'll learn a lorry.